We're live. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hello.
Good times on it. Welcome back. We were gone and now we are back. Welcome back for the penultimate episode of season 11 of Rivals of Waterdeep. We missed you all last week and we are back now. My name is Eugenio. I'm DM Jacquise. I'm one of the co-DMs for Rivals of Waterdeep this season. And are you done drinking? Great.
I saw the hydrate command and it kind of like it's automatic. Hi,
Brian.
I am Brian, aka Urban Bohemian. I'm your other co-DM for this amazing frost-filled adventurous season.
Cool. There are other faces that are
Let's go back.
Let's do it. There are other faces that are here with us, and they should also get a chance to say hi and tell you who they are. So let's do that. Shareef.
Hey everybody, this is Shareef. I'm playing Shaka, Celestial Tiefling Warlock, he, him, and also very tired parent, but here to play.
So glad. Truly the commitment is palpable. Thank you for being here. LaTia.
Hello, it's me, LaTia, playing Dahani. She's an Aarakocra monk. She flies and punches things, and her pronouns, along with mine, are she, her.
Who's next? Masood.
Hello, I'm Masood. I play Gazrick Nomrad. Both our pronouns are he, him, and he's your favorite, a socialist businessman druid, you know?
Those do seem a little at odds.
He is a conflict in many ways, yeah.
Last but certainly not least, Tanya.
Hi, I'm your confused and tired Ranger Paladin Ranger, Selise Astorio. Pronouns are she, her. And I'm going to need Masood to explain this concept of what Gazrick is after the show, because I am very confused.
You know, maybe by the end of it, I will fully grasp it as well.
Bonus Patreon content. That's what that
will be. There you go. There you go. I love it. I believe we have some people to thank for helping us be here today. And I believe Shareef's going to do that for us.
Yes, great. I believe as well.
Okay, great.
I believe I should open up that document. Yes. So let's start with D&D Beyond. All our character sheets, access to spells, creating characters, NPCs, all that good stuff. We've been using it since beginning of Rivals, so make sure to check them out at dndbeyond.com. If you're in the chat, be on the lookout for a keyword, because we'll be giving away a bundle of sourcebook content that you can check out there. If you're not listening live, then remember that we stream Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep if you want a chance to get some stuff. Also, our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wyrmwood, WYRM Wood. You can check them out at wyrmwoodgaming.com, and use the code RIVALS for free domestic shipping there. If you want some dice to like fill those with, make sure to check out Die Hard Dice at dieharddice.com. Use the code RIVALS for 10% off of your dice order. If you want some minis in your campaign, make sure to check out Eldritch Foundry at eldritch-foundry.com and use the code RIVALSDND for 10% off of your minis there. If you want I was gonna unnecessarily slam Masood, which I should not do.
Oh, please. No. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I was like, I run with this tangent. Like I didn't even know where it was going, but I was ready.
Yeah. I just had that small like angel on my shoulder that was like, you don't have to do that. If you like some assorted geeky content around your house, that Masood will keep very, very carefully clean.
Don't look at the other side. Don't look at the other side.
Make sure to go to Stormcrow at shop.stormcrow.com. Use the code RIVALS for 15% off. They got cool mugs, shirts, masks, all kind of cool stuff in the kind of geeky themes that we know that our viewers like. And if you want to sound so silky smooth like the Rivals crew, check out crew.bluemic.com/rivals. If you make any purchases at that link, we will get credit. And this week we also have a Blue Mic bundle giveaway.
Yeah.
So again, if you are listening live, you have a chance to get some like a cool stuff from Blue. If you like the way that we sound, then you can check that stuff out yourself if you win. Also, if you're into them video games, check out Idle Champions by Codename Entertainment. We recently just wrapped up the Trials of Mount Tiamat, a live streaming campaign where me, Tanya, and LaTia were playing our characters from rivals in this epic showdown with Tiamat the Dragon Queen. It was very, very fun, very, very deadly. So if you play Idle Champions, which is available on anything with a processor, you can play as us in your formations, and if you type exclamation point code into the chat, you'll get a free Electrum chest for the week that can help you get some gear. And if you play Warriors of Waterdeep, which is available on mobile devices, then you can type exclamation point WoW gems to get some free in-game gems every week that will also help you level up in that game. And those are the reads.
Are you sure?
Oh, is it not?
I think I'm sure.
Do we have an addendum?
Quiz after the quiz.
Yeah.
The worst.
No, I was going to talk about the Lambert shirt for this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, go right ahead.
Yeah, and of course, the minute I say that is when I have to tab out and actually look for the tweet. Good job. I'm wearing last year's shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But this is the shirt that was waiting for me when I got home. I believe everyone who got one so far did a lovely tweet with it.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's
So
gorgeous.
cool.
I'll be wearing this at PAX Unplugged next week, but
Very
I
cool.
literally just got home and did not get a chance to try it on. So that's why you get a unfolding instead of an unboxing.
There it is.
Same thing.
So
I love
yes,
it.
I will find the link and put it in the chat. You too can wear a cool shirt or hoodie or something with
Absolutely.
that logo on it.
And
like that.
it goes to support Lambert House. There's one for D&D and there's one for Magic the Gathering, both from Wizards. And you can buy them at mtgproshop.com/pride. And they benefit Lambert House, which basically provides community and support for young LGBTQIA youth. Young youth.
Young.
Well, it's the young in the wrong place,
that
but
young
the
you.
young youths. It's the youths.
youths.
It's the young
Can I
youths.
tell you, I told my cousin the other day that, they should go to the store because the clothing there is pretty hip. And they're like, you sound so old for describing clothing as hip. And I was like, what?
No.
How?
I just shriveled up.
Is hip an old word now? I feel like
comes
mine's
for-
about to break. Like
It comes from us all. It comes for us all.
It
at some
does.
point.
Oh, it does. They'll
Um,
get theirs. Anyway,
Yes.
we should play some D&D because y'all, we have 3 hours and 45 minutes left of D&D in this season.
That's so
across
sad when
speaking.
you do
wow.
And all kinds of shit's going down. Does someone want to let us know what went down last week?
Yeah, after the whoosh.
Which was a test. Make sure that the whoosh captain remembered the whoosh.
Oh, there's a lot of pop quizzes today. A lot of quizzing today. Wow.
This is what happens when you give us a week off mid-season. Let's do that, Captain.
Yeah. The whoosh hat for this week is a lovely slouchy beanie provided by our friends at Critical Role. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's great and wonderful, and I love beanies. Give them all to me. Get your whooshing apparatus ready because it's time to previously from Rivals.
Wait, okay, hold on. We'll reset.
Let's do it.
We'll reset. We'll fix that in post. It's
All right,
all-
back to one.
Yeah.
Previously on Rivals of Waterdeep.
What a day. This is gonna be one of those games.
I love
Thank
the
you.
whoosh
Chat's got
emotes.
it. Look,
We gotta
Chat's
get
got
an
our back.
awkward
Chat
emote
has got
thank
our
God.
back. Guys.
That's gonna be
Fine.
Now you really want the quiz.
God.
Somebody tell us previously.
Now you really
on.
want the quiz. What happened last 2
Yeah,
weeks?
right.
No, last week.
No,
Wait, 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
Last
weeks
episode.
ago.
What happened last episode?
I think I got a pretty good recollection of what happened.
Bring it on.
Let's go.
We headed out on this journey. We waited enough time to figure out. So first we waited for not Hirathok, the other gentleman, the
Traffic or
yes, Travic. to meet with their consulate from the Xanathar and give him the drop that there was going to be a scouting party heading out with the Druid. And I believe Tahani spied on that meeting, but couldn't get too relevant information because of the wind and the way the situation was. But they dimension doored somewhere nearby afterwards. Anyways, we went on the I chose the words that I chose. We went along the route and we're going there and noticed that there was a ridge, so we set up an ambush, and it went splendidly. These people were not expecting us to fight back in the capacity that we were, and in fact it went so well that we knocked this person unconscious and could not get any relevant information from them as we were twiddling our thumbs about which direction to go. Fenris, of course, being ever prevalent to the actual needs of our group, found or seems to have a scent of a direction that we should travel. Does that feel?
That feels good.
I mean,
that feels good.
Who was it? What, like when you were ambushed? Who was it that tried to ambush you?
Who was it? Well, it was it was like two massive like ice elementals in plate armor and one Xanathar wizard, I believe, a warlock.
And what happened?
And did anything else interesting happen
when he went bye-bye?
Oh, right. Yeah, he talked to, well, not the Zanlock, because the Zanlock was unconscious.
Yeah.
But the Xanathar, through the Zanlock, spoke to formerly Zan Shaka.
Right.
Yeah.
Ex-Zan.
Ex-Zan Shaka.
Yes.
There's so many X sounds in these words. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and then the Xanathar knows we're coming. But that's about it, right?
I mean, I think so. You all lassoed with Fenris, leading you onwards towards.
That's right.
You all said it. I'm using the nomenclature we have chosen, and led you all towards a pretty blustery blizzard wall up ahead. And right before we ended, Fenris was sort of running a few steps, turning around, running a few more steps, turn around, make sure you're falling. Third time, ran a few steps, turned around, and as he opened his mouth to adorably bark at you all, a much, much larger sound came from beyond the blizzard. And that is where we left it 2 weeks ago. So, what you doing?
Are we following Fenris? I think we're following Fenris.
Yeah. What was that roar? Can I make a nature check on that to see if I recognize it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And for what it's worth, like, Fenris is a big, strong boy, but that roar was a lot. And Fenris is now like at Selise's feet.
Yeah. I got a 13.
15.
Anybody else want to roll a nature to figure out what it was?
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey.
Yay.
Sorry, I'm trying to open up. Right, here we go. Our rolls. All right. So all of you are fairly. Oh, here comes Shaka's. A4. Shaka is real in his head about having just talked to the Xanathar. Right, exactly.
Yeah, it was a crit fail too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a +3 on that, so that's good.
So,
the rest of you are sure that whatever it is big. Selise, with your 15, you are fairly confident that it is, in fact, the roar of some sort of dragon.
Oh boy.
Dahani, what was yours?
19.
19. This is a very big dragon. You've heard dragons before. We had Gold Dragon come and help us in Avernus, and Gold Dragon was big and old, and this was bigger.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Dragon.
I'm sorry, what?
A dragon.
A dragon. I swear I heard a dragon.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I heard a dragon too. Do you know what kind of dragon?
If it's here, I Brett, I bet it's a white dragon of is ice or ice dragons white or
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, a white dragon, I'd imagine.
Great.
Well, there were some treasury of dragons you could use to look up. And see
Let me take a meta moment. It's here.
Let me just
within
pull out.
reach of my headphones.
I don't know how I didn't get that product placement, but well done. Really
Well
well
done.
done.
It's nice.
That was
Considering
very well done.
someone on this cast contributed to that.
Even worse, I know.
Yeah.
And I was the last one to think about it.
So you said that there was an incoming blizzard. No.
It really
like a
seems
wall.
to right as after you kind of encountered, you realize roughly, not nearish, but just beyond where you encountered and then I think slaughtered this warlock. It just appears that the blizzard is it's like right around this, but it is very localized to just kind of surrounding this area that the Foundry's heading towards.
Less localized than the other weather that we've seen here so far.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, I will say more localized in that, I could probably do a lap around this blizzard if I wanted to.
Definitely. And even at the edges, you've seen the edges of storms before and they sweep across the Frostfell. This one isn't moving.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely like to, as the honey said, try to walk the perimeter of it and see if there's any opening or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah, you all can start making a perimeter search. Anything else?
I don't know how big the area is, if it's like manageable to walk around or if it's like a mile, a mile circumference.
I mean, I think it's going to take you the better part of, it's going to take a while to get all the way around. You can see probably, because it's not blizzarding on you. You can probably see the edges of the blizzard, but it's obviously covering a fairly large area and you don't really know how deep the area of blizzard is, but you can certainly make a start on it for sure.
I'll just do like a little bit of it and then with not with the assumption that I'm gonna walk the whole thing, just a little bit over to see if I can notice anything different.
Should we take a perception check from you, Shaka?
Let's do that. And that is a 17.
All right, refocused. Shaka is refocused and ready
to
move forward. It is. Why don't you toss an Arcana check in there as well, please?
Yeah. All right, 27.
Ooh. Bananas. Okay. This is fairly large. You do not see any openings in it. And as you examine it, you make a few connections, right? The first is like, this is not natural. The second is, well, it must be magical in some way. And then with Selise and Dahani's explanation that it is probably a big dragon, that is probably a big white dragon, you think this must be some sort of regional manifestation of the dragon's power. And I will say with a 27, because that's very good, there is a good chance if you are right and this weird blizzard wall is a manifestation of a regional power of the dragon, that it's probably obscuring the dragon's lair, or one of the dragon's layers, that at the epicenter of this effect is probably something the dragon doesn't want people to get to.
All right, so I turn to like the team and like say, I don't know if the dragon's inside of here, but I have a sense that the lair of the dragon is possibly inside of here.
So Shaka,
yeah.
Why would we get this weather that doesn't move if the dragon wasn't here, protecting its lair?
I don't know. I feel like if the dragon was here, it would probably be on the offensive. So maybe this blizzard is just a way to mask, where it lives, so that it doesn't want anyone to disturb its residence.
Okay. So
mhm. Is it roaring to keep us away? Or is it roaring because something else is in there?
In there.
Yeah. You know, if we were the curious creatures that we definitely can be sometimes, we could be the things that would be in there, but we're not in there, but something else could be in there, like we could be.
I mean, it does seem rather odd that on a plane that is essentially already icy, snowy, windy, craggy, rocky, all of those things, that you would all of a sudden hit a extra point of, wow, that one extra step is really icy and snowy. So
because we didn't notice this on our way up, right?
No, you just notice like storms in the distance and the usual effects that this area has. But yeah, like this is absolutely something that is more extreme than the surroundings right in your way. Sorry, in your path, not in your way. Like it's not coming out to meet you or anything, but it is in your, yeah.
It's us. So
while we're talking about this, I'm gonna cast let's see, so third would be one target, fourth would be two.
Oh god.
I'm gonna cast
anytime Masood says I'm gonna cast, I get nervous.
It's protection from energy.
Oh, that's not
and
bad.
I'm gonna choose cold.
Okay,
and I'm gonna just reach out to everyone in the group to give resistance to that sort of effect. Just putting my hand on them real fast. It's like, okay. So we're definitely going in there. There's no doubt about that.
We are. Who's we?
Sorry, I do want to pop in with one quick thing, Gazrick, which is that protection from energy is a single target spell and is concentration.
Oh,
so you get to pick a person to protect from cold.
I cannot cast it at a higher slot to give me multiple targets, or
this one doesn't. No, it would say in the spell description if you could upcast.
That's okay. That means I'm saving a 6th level spot. That is totally fine. Silver linings.
Can't imagine why you'd want some of those left over.
Right.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. Hey, nope, not making that joke.
I agree with both Gazrick and Selise on this. I really want to go in there. I don't want to die.
Yeah. I have to go in there.
Do you?
I mean, what do dragons guard? Hoards, treasure. What do these people want? What have they stolen? What have they added to their collection? My people. I think the Druids are a part of the Horde, and at the very least, I need to rule out if they're not.
I wonder if this is what they were searching, all those scouting parties were going out to find. I mean, like Heritok still never told us exactly what they were going out there for. I wonder if they were looking for this lair or this dragon.
I never thought of that. I never once wondered what the scouting parties were actually scouting for.
You know, Gazrick, I can't tell if you're being condescending or
no. I'm being so serious right now, like really, like 100%, and that is shocking to me.
I can't tell if you're doubling down or you're condescending this. Or
I really, it's hard. I'm rarely sincere in a real way, and I get it. But I don't know, man. But why would they take them here? Why would they save them the journey?
No.
They fed them to the dragon.
That's dour. Both.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a new adventurer? You got Shaka out here raising the dead to interrogate them, and you talk about that's dour? Excuse me? Are you new?
I can say it's dour while still acknowledging that it happens.
Sure.
But by the way, as you say that, Shaka is scouring the ground for corpses. He's looking to see if they're
like making an army, out of what.
I mean, you do have the Zanlock, right?
Yeah.
Not too far behind.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why did you have to remind them of that?
Because otherwise we were gonna have to put some other corpse in the snow.
Some
here.
like animal, some a rabbit or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Some squirrel.
Oh my god. Why did I say that?
Where is Fenris in all this? Sorry, I'm just remembering. Yeah.
That's okay. Fenris came and ran back to Selise. That big roar sort of startled big strong Fenris.
Yeah, essentially the path that Fenris was leading you towards keeps going right into where you've now encountered this blizzard. But that roar, that was basically like when any like I'm the biggest hears, oh no, you're not. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Okay.
Wow, we aside breaking the fourth wall briefly. Our friend Obo Lauren apparently knows a few necromancers that would be happy to make your acquaintance, Shaka.
That's because Shaka and Tiamat like became a vampire undead, so now it's just carrying over.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Is that canon now?
We have to have a conversation.
Not this season.
I got some writing too. Hold on a second.
Possibly future seasons.
Exactly.
Okay, so the hypothesis that this dragon could be sheltering, protecting, guarding the missing druids is viable. Are we going in?
We can be safe about it. And I take a sprig of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce from my pocket, burning it in my hands, using the ashes to cast Pass Without a Trace around us.
Yes.
At the very least, we can be stealthy if we're gonna get in there.
Use those components. Exactly. I love a good component flavor. I love
it. They're always in his. He pulls them out of his beard. They're just there. Anytime it's just like, oh, a little twig, got it. He always knows where they are. But yeah, so I would love to just
cast it up. So a sort of you all sort of feel the sound in the air around you just gets sort of muffled and thick and muted. And any shadows that you all are casting just sort of spread out to create not darkness, but just to obscure you all out here just a little bit. And if you walk around, you see that your feet don't leave tracks anymore. And so all of you have, as long as you're within 30 feet of Gazrick for the next, I think, hour, have +10 to your dexterity stealth checks.
Lovely.
And you cannot be tracked except for by magical means.
I hate that you added that part.
A druid on the podcast use that spells a lot, so I know it very well.
All right. Does the weather look like it's coming from way up in the sky like normal, or does it kind of look like it's coming from a point in the sky? Like, you know what I mean?
It does look. I do. It doesn't look like the blizzard is conjured. It does look like it is like falling as you would expect it to. It just feels like, and you know this, I mean, you all know this about dragons, right? As they get older, their power sort of over literally the land around them sort of is tangible. This is that, but it's still, the blizzard itself is not conjured.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure how we want to do this. If we just want to just walk through a wall of cold, but I don't see any other way unless we like walk around this thing and try to see if there's an opening somewhere.
I mean, right now we're less likely to be seen wherever we go. We might as well get in and see if we can find something.
Oh, that's all
right.
Mm-hmm.
I can do produce flame. And it does not have to be an attack. A flickering flame appears in your hand. The flame remains there for duration and harms neither you nor your equipment. The flame sheds a bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. The spell ends if you dismiss it as an action or if you cast it again. So I could go in front and use produce flame so we can actually see. It's a cantrip, so.
Yeah. No, I'm on board.
Let's do it.
Give us some guy. At the very least, we don't want to trip.
Well, and you know, did you say trip?
Yeah, trip in a cave. Are you kidding me? There's still
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you'll also will all be able to, you know, Selise with her shining beacon of flame will be a good. Just imagining like a tour guide with those like goofy like
umbrellas and the
flags.
signs,
But
and
it's
yeah, it's
right,
like, all right, this way, over here,
Right.
Walking backwards very confidently.
Yeah. I'm out of practice.
Be like, I'll just
yeah.
be like, this way, no, this. It'll be like in Tomb
walking,
Raider.
and we're walking.
That's
Yes,
that's it exactly.
It'll be like in Tomb Raider where you're like, where am I going? Where am I going?
Oh God, no, not that way. All right, so we got a flame. We got Pass Without Trace. Any other preparations? That made it sound like you should have them. I don't mean to.
No.
You definitely do mean that. I think we're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
Great.
it.
All right. Forward march. Fenris is a little reluctant for a moment, but then eventually, you know, gets his big puppy pants on and follows you all with Selise in the lead. You walk up to this blizzard, and it's a real blizzard for sure. It's also not an illusion. You all pick up on very quickly because you begin to feel the wind. You begin to, you know, as snowflakes and ice sort of blow around and blow up the snow on the ground, you start to feel that from a little ways out. And you find yourselves at it is a very also strange experience to be then right outside of this stationary wall of wind and snow and ice. And Selise, you step in.
I step in.
Yeah, it's the flame helps, as do all of your, you know, cold weather preparations that you got from the caldera, but this sucks. You can't see very far ahead of you. What did we say? Maybe like, I did like 10 feet ahead of you.
Yeah, 10.
It is cold, it is windy. You know, at some point you can see 10 feet, so you can see the person right in front of you, right? But whoever's sort of at the back of the line maybe just sees the faint glowing of Selise's orb. But it is very difficult to see. It is really loud with the wind blowing and the snow. And I do need, once you're all inside there, I do need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, great.
You can all, because you did clothe up at the caldera, you can all have advantage on the check. But it is getting through even that.
And don't forget, everyone gets +2 from your friendly paladin's aura.
Right.
Love a paladin aura.
Okay, with the +2, the first one's a 19.
Okay.
Second one is not relevant, so a 19.
That was a 5 for those of you who can't see our roller in D&D Beyond.
Relevance.
I have to take a photo because I literally got a 20 and a 1.
Yes, I love those advantage rolls.
Wow.
Hey,
All right,
that's
so nat 20 there. Tahani, looks like you got a dirty 20.
Yeah, 22 with the paladin aura.
Oh,
Very
nice.
cool.
Okay, and then Shaka, is that your 17 there?
Yeah, 17.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, it doesn't suck that much for you all. Nice con.
No, it doesn't.
saves.
It's. I mean, you're traveling through a blizzard, and you're off like the paths that have kind of been worn in and heated and frozen and refrozen over by the rummer houses. But it's as has been said, it sucks. You are trudging, I think would be the right word, through this. So you know, you're not doing too badly, but it's still no fun.
Yeah, no. And it goes on longer than you would like to. But just as you begin to wonder if perhaps it's just blizzard all the way through, Selise, you obviously are the first to see that there does appear to be about 10 feet ahead of you at this moment, an end. Just like there was a very defined beginning, there is a very defined end. It's hard to see too much what's beyond it, but you can sort of feel that you're at the edge, or close to the edge.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was about to give you some sugar, Helge.
I'm like,
yeah, yep,
Mm-mm.
I know.
I was like, it was a struggle. It was a struggle.
I appreciate you. I do.
I looked down. Oh dear. And I just kind of turn back. I'm like, wait, can I, I'm not going to say that either. Can I have fire in each hand? It's a cantrip.
I will. No, but yes. You could have fire in each hand. You could only throw one of them at a time because of the way the spell's worded, but I think that's dope. So sure, right? That's cool.
Well, I was gonna do like the Tony Stark, hold one up and then point one back so people can see.
Right.
Yeah, you were able to. You were able to generate the like kind of in both hands just to use it for this. Yeah, you're.
Okay, but then do you start contact juggling them?
We're walking and we're fire healing.
And we're David Bowie.
Right.
Selise could, not me.
Fair enough. All right.
So yeah. I've called out that we're near the edge of whatever this is. Mm-hmm. Step lively, or in this case, don't step lively. Don't die.
Step
great.
alive. Continue to step alive.
You
You all exit the wall of Blizzard and see beyond you a tall, rugged, craggy mountain jutting up. And there is one and only one obvious entrance to the interior of the mountain, which is sort of facing you all, a cave entrance of sorts at the bottom. You can see the top of the actually, could you all make investigation will work? I guess perception could work. I would even buy like history or maybe insight if we want to be real generous. I don't know. Is that okay? What do you think? I feel like I'm
yeah.
Would nature help?
Let's be generous.
Okay.
Would nature help or arcana or no?
Nice.
Take nature. I'll take nature. Yeah, I buy that. And you get advantage, right?
On
Selise?
nature?
It's an intelligence check, and mountain is your favorite terrain, right? Or one of them?
Correct. Yes, it is.
So any intelligence checks to do with the mountain, you'll get advantage on.
Oh, yay.
I rolled a 28 insight.
Yeah. I saw that coming and I was like, I felt good about my 21 investigation. I was like,
21 investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so relevant.
28 nature.
20 what nature?
28 nature.
Okay. I love it.
Nice.
Gazrick.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Shaka?
I got a 14 investigation.
Gazrick, there is something very familiar about the shape of this mountain. And you sort of look at it and you begin to kind of like this. And Dahani and Selise, you get it. You realize as soon as Gazrick starts doing that, you get it. This mountain is the inverse of the crevice that makes up the Lednic caldera.
Ooh.
Huh.
Ooh.
So it's like somebody scooped out the Lednic caldera, flipped it over, and put it here.
Correct. That's one way to describe it anyway, as you all are seeing it. I'm not saying that is exactly what happened. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Huh.
I know everyone's like, huh?
As the rivals have that moment, I will continue. We can continue to tell you what else you see. There is between the mountain and you, there is a sort of there's a couple of 100 feet of just open, no features whatsoever, just open snowy ground, and then after 100 or a couple 100 feet. You see that there is this sort of beautiful, honestly, glistening, frozen moat. It kind of looks like,
Mm-hmm.
around. It's completely frozen, but it's sort of, in the Frostspell sunlight, it's sort of, well, you can appreciate beauty in danger. So there you go. Oh, and there's a little stream that flows from the moat into the cave entrance.
That is not frozen?
That is also frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be weird.
That would be weird.
Definitely a clue to something.
Definitely a clue to something. It's frozen. It's not a clue.
Definitely not now. Yeah.
I'll put away my handy dandy notebook for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just march toward the entrance. I mean, unless there's something that we notice, Shaka's gonna move forward.
Okay. I'm just while we're moving forward, I feel like I should be prepping some sort of spell. It's just something, and I don't know what. And so in that case, Gazrick is very nervously following. I think that's just what it is. It's like, what can I do? What, I don't even know what's coming our way. What? Oh God. Okay. Just like fervently like digging stuff out of his beard, just like seeing like what options are like worthwhile.
Oh, the beard. Oh God.
The beard being your component pouch is everything.
I'm gonna take out a caterpillar cocoon and just leave it in my pocket.
Yep. Great.
And to help Gazrick out, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
I'm going, because of the cantrip, I'm going to give everyone guidance. Because I can do that at will at touch.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just for the edification of our chat and for me to remember.
Definitely not for me.
Yeah, definitely not me.
The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of their choice. You can roll the die before or after. So if you don't quite make it and want to add that d4, feel free. But once you have used your guidance, the spell does end for you.
It's like
this is another one, just like protection from energy, that is also single target concentration.
I know, I said I touch everyone.
Right, but it's concentration. So if you cast it on a second person, the first one goes away.
Oh, well, then Gazrick is the lucky recipient this round.
Ooh, yeah. And we can also, like, I understand that you are casting guidance. So, like, in a moment where we may need it, like, that's fine. We can. All right.
We can fudge it.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. You can. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Unless we're counting seconds.
Right.
Or 6 second chunks. Just to toss.
Oh my God,
no!
Please no.
Random.
Don't be that DM, please.
Where's that
so
source?
For the rest of the season, it's all in initiative.
God, it would take us forever.
30 feet at a time.
Right.
It's a 20 episode season. We're
by the way,
only 20, dude. We need 200. Are you kidding me? With the tangents we go on? Come on.
Yeah, right.
Gazrick was a lucky recipient of guidance today, or at least in this moment. And
I think we're just walking.
Yeah, we're just walking toward the entrance. I mean, is there anything that is in our way of any case, or is like a clear path to this entrance over the moat and stuff?
Brian is cosplaying as Selise as a guide, like this way.
We're walking, yes. And if you'll notice over here, there's mountain, and over on your left, there's also mountain. And it's really mountain the house down.
Not
really.
a mountain.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in your way though. I mean, it is obviously if any of you took any time to sort of think about it, this area is completely clear and flat because it makes it easy to spot people crossing it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if anyone else wants to scout or investigate, but Shaka is just gonna be slowly moving toward this entrance.
Running forward.
Yeah. All right. Forward you go. When you get the clear snowy ground, it's weirdly quiet. You can hear the blizzard behind you, but there is definitely some sort of effect or something that makes it surprisingly quiet here within the eye of that blizzard. And you cross the snowy area without any trouble. You get to the edge of the moat, and it's a little slippery, but you all are not running from anything or in a particular.
I was like, don't make me make a dex save to see if I slip on the ice. It's like, what?
Then don't dash across the ice.
I would not run. Step lightly and gingerly. I would think that would work. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch step.
Yeah.
But you do hear as you begin to walk on the. Oh no, you don't. As you walk on the frozen moat, you can feel that your footfalls on this hard ice would be making noise, but it's all kind of muffled with Gazrick's spell. And it's a bit of a weird experience, but it is definitely keeping your footsteps across what is obviously an amplifier of sorts, this ice, keeping them quiet. And you arrive at the cave entrance. It's dark, but I think everyone has dark vision, right? Does anyone not have dark vision? No, you do not. It's dark inside.
I have dark vision.
Yeah,
I do have my flame though.
That's true. That's true. And what is that? 10 feet bright, 10 feet dim? Is that what it said?
Yep.
Okay, great. So you got that much to work by, and Selise is in the front, so that's getting you 20 feet. 20 feet forward. And now I have to look at the document again. Okay, here we go. As you walk in, the stream, like I said, sort of flows, frozenly flows into this entrance. There is a little area to the left that is ground and hard-packed snow that you all could walk on if you preferred. But as you begin peeking in the entrance, you see that doesn't last very long. And really this frozen stream sort of is the only path within, at least as far as you can see into the cave, which takes a twist and a turn after a couple dozen feet or so. And that's sort of what you can see as you step inside. We will pause a moment and see what you all are thinking.
I'm wondering if any of my ranger abilities will help me.
It's literally what Selise is like. Okay, we just trained for this. What are we doing?
I would love to just see if now that we're like closer into it, are there other footprints? Are there any signs of like other like habituation? Is that the word? Someone else living here, making this a place? Yeah.
Survival, I think, for that, please.
Cool. Okay. 26.
Oh.
Gazrick's best skill is survival. We rarely see it.
Got it. I love it. Yes. Frequently trafficked. And they lead a couple places. Where do they lead? I don't know. Hold on.
Question.
Okay. So one of them leads, actually, as you go in, leads sort of straight ahead, and you can see a little ways ahead of you, the main part of the pathway in the cave sort of turns to the right and goes deeper. But on the wall right ahead of you, there is a sort of ramshackle collection of crates and barrels and furniture and scrap wood and fabric and just sort of anything that looks like somebody could get their hands on that has been sort of piled up to form some sort of like makeshift wall or barrier or something. And there is a real crooked wooden door in this makeshift wall. Oh, and a 20-something absurd. You do see a little flickering light coming from like the many cracks in this makeshift wall.
Guys, like wave them over as a like, look, okay, so clearly we are in it now. I don't think a dragon, they have better craftsmanship than this. This does not feel like dragon work. So
also the door is humanoid sized.
I was about to say, is this door dragon size?
This is not dragon work over here. No.
Yeah, right.
Is it Gazrick size door?
Craftsmanship's all wrong, right, guys.
It's just my gnome cunning. Gazrick, I should also say you do definitely see plenty of footsteps and other tracks leading deeper into the cave as well. There's a little like dusting of snow that is settled over the frozen stream, and so that's where you can see with a 20 whatever you find if there is anything to be found, you found it.
Cool. I just think it just tell them like the main path sort of extends like we were saying, and like right here is this sort of space. Do we want to sort of should we keep going, or do you all want to pocket in here?
You see what's behind this door.
Yeah, that way if it's something bad, we won't be ambushed from behind.
I put my hand on the door and say, well, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull it open and
The door is locked, and that whole dramatic moment. No, it actually isn't.
Or it's like a push door.
Oh my god, yes, that's even better. It's a push door. I love that. As you all are doing this, because you do have pass without trace up. So can everybody make a dexterity stealth check and add 10 to your result? So 10 on top of whatever your bonus already is.
14.
So glad for that plus 10 because
with the plus 10, nice. 10, y'all.
What was yours, Selise?
Oh, 27.
Okay. So we got a 15, a 27. Dahani?
24. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
33.
Blessings. And Shaka.
Terrific.
25.
Gazrick is like bull in a china shop compared to you all, but even so, like you all can see that Gazrick would have been much louder had it not been for his spell. This is really very funny. It is now clear that Gazrick cast that spell for himself.
Yeah. Everyone gets a bonus, whatever. I got a +0 in stealth. Let's not
look, you're doing your best. And that's why you have pass without trace.
Exactly.
That's how this works. All right. So the 15 is enough that you are able to throw open this door with panache and drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. I love it.
Fantastic. When you do, I mean, you notice that the chamber behind, like you could see that there was like a fire through the kind of patchwork things. The rest of the room also looks a bit hastily thrown together. No real, there was no design factor. So again, we're not like slagging off the dragon. This is clearly not dragon work, but there are, there's like a table and some seating areas, and you can actually see across the room where that fire is. It's sort of a small carved out piece of the ice that they put stones around to keep it going. And you also do notice that they're kind of put together cots, like nobody would want to sleep on them. They're not really great. They're not really comfortable. Unfortunately, there is somebody who is actually sleeping on one of them. Ooh. And because of Gazrick's power move, I'm gonna keep that one in my pocket. Still blissfully snoozing away. You can tell that there's been no notice yet of your flourish into the room.
What does this person's shape look like?
Humanoid. Not I don't know why we're being coy about this.
I don't know either. No, it is a shape. It is a shape that you have seen and recognized and seen several times before. Yeah, this is the clear stamp of a Zanlock.
Yeah. The robes are the same. The hood has sort of fallen off in sleep. But this is obviously not a druid, and in fact a warlock of the Xanathar.
Oh. Shaka definitely has Shaka has a urge.
I bet he does.
That if it's not metagaming, but I'll just say if no one else does anything, Shaka is gonna have the urge to act in some way.
I suspect after seeing how you're reacted so far and knowing you, they have seen you basically very focused and very moving. So they probably have an inkling that if someone doesn't do something, it's going to get real.
Maybe we don't murder him this time. Maybe we just get some information this time. Maybe we don't murder him.
Oh, what?
Threaten, then murder.
Okay. Yes. That's a.
Well, let's
I'm
tie him up or something.
I'm going to pull out the old gag of 50 feet of hempen rope.
Nice.
Oh God.
And sneak. Pass without a trace is still on, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, remember, I'm not wearing heavy armor anymore.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's helpful.
I'm just gonna tie them to the cot.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm not gonna drag them off the cot and wake them up and have a fight on my hands.
Right.
I'm just going to slide the rope under and then hog tie them on the cot, not the cart. Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard time with cot and cart today.
They're close.
I mean, The cot does have a wheel. It's weird. It doesn't seem like it belongs there. So it's probably what threw you a little bit. It's okay.
So could I tie them up and deliver them to Shaka?
It only has one wheel. That's the weird thing.
It's a wheelbarrow.
It's a unicycle.
It's a one massive.
Unicot.
It's a unicot.
Unicot.
Perfect. IKEA, talk to us. We got ideas. Come on.
We're really diversifying the sponsorships this season.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you can, yes, yes. If your plan is to attempt to bind this Zanlock to the cot, stealthily, craftily, speedily.
Athletics, because that's my best stat.
I'll buy that. Sure.
I'll help.
Yeah. Okay. Great advantage.
Oh, good. And I'm not using that one. My one in my die has rolled a 1 every single time.
Nice.
Luckily, it's been when we had advantage, but still.
He's out to get you.
It is. It was like you left me here all week and didn't take it. Okay, there's a curse, but no, the other one of them also rolled a 1.
No!
But luckily, I have advantage, so I have 23.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't think there's any way that you can complete the tying without waking this person. But you complete the tying and then wake the person. That's fine. How? All right.
I'm ready to put my hand over their mouth. I think that's just what it is.
That's sort of my question, right?
Yeah,
so like they were like, I don't know, like, you know, lying and sort
there's
of like
a lot
this.
of
So like,
sneaking
are they...
and this is fine until now.
So I assume they're sort of like they have their arms sort of tied in a very uncomfortable position, are a little bit like on their side, sort of looking around, and yeah, I mean, Gazrick, I think, you know, there is an immediate sort of and start noise making, and
Could use the, I just pull my sword out and I'm like, we could use the pillow or other means to keep you quiet.
You all sort of see this Zanlock's like fingers start to go, but nothing happens. Like you have with the 20, whatever the hell, you have tied them fairly securely, so they're not able to.
I just rest my sword, the blade of my sword, against the bed. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And they stop.
Good, because they don't. They would like to keep all 10 of their digits, I'm guessing.
Who wants to?
Oh, I could, sure.
Yeah, I was like, is that through a map? What is it like? Did they gag him, or I'm so confused?
No.
Okay, through Gazrick's hand.
Through his hand, yeah.
It's just like
Okay, I prop this fine fellow up so that he's at least sitting up. And then I, with a flourish, gesture to literally anyone else who can talk better than me.
I want to look through his. I mean, he's sleeping. Is he? He's still wearing stuff with pockets in it, right?
He's awake now.
But I mean, he might be dressed like, I don't know, in Zanlock jammies or something. I don't know.
With the butt flap.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, Xanathar merch does not actually run to sleeping jammies, so it's really you get the robe, you get the pact, you get the robe. That's pretty much it.
You get like a sleeping robe and a battle robe.
Yeah, like seriously.
Exactly right.
I just want to search and like see if he has anything on him, any because like I don't want to unbound this guy's mouth if we don't have to. Like if we could just find something that can help us. So like I want to look around, look on his person, under the pillow, you know, like so like I basically want to do a search to find out if we can find out anything else about this cave.
Yeah.
We would know. Good.
So, there are I should also say there are well, you know what? Why don't you make either investigation or perception to start, and then I will we'll talk about what you see.
I'm investigate.
We're closing in. I'm excited, y'all. I don't know what to say.
18.
Okay. So you sort of look and he doesn't have a ton on him, you know, little spell casting whatevers, and but you see underneath each cot there are little, they're not even as big as footlockers, but like little small crates or whatever for personal effects. And you can sort of root through. Most of them are pretty much empty. You know, maybe they have some, a few spare robe or whatever in them. But this guy, the bed in which this Zanlock was sleeping, has a few other things, and it does have a change of robes, just the one. There are a few coins in there. There are, Gazrick, you would recognize as Shaka begins to look through this stuff, there are definitely spell components in here that are obviously for druidic spells. You know, there are sprigs of holly, there are yew branches, there are all that sort of thing. And there is also this sort of strange looking, like maybe 18-inch long rod that has sigils carved up and down it. Mm-hmm. Bone white, probably not, well, I don't know, maybe bone, I don't, but.
An Arcana check on the rod.
Do it.
See what it is.
Hell yeah.
I know. Is a 25.
Oh yeah, you have absolutely heard of these. These are rods that sometimes patrons will give their warlocks to empower them. This is a rod of the Pact Keeper.
All right, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I also want to, you said he has an extra set of robes, right?
Yes, there is one extra set in this guy's
I want to put
case.
I want to put the robes on.
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah.
Are you putting the robes on over your clothes?
Or
you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. Shaka to strip, Brian?
Yeah, you trying to get me to strip?
I'm so confused. Okay,
I see Shaka start to change, and then I want to look at the dude and say, I'm going to take my hands off your mouth now and ask you a few questions. And I want you just to see something, okay? I take my one hand off and keep the other one there, and use Primal Savagery, a cantrip, to make my nails grow very long and have acid drip off the tip of them. And I put it next to his neck.
Okay.
So if you try
Freddy
to cast something, I'm pretty sure I can get you to stop saying what you're going to say before you finish it. I mean, we could dance, we could try and find out. But I'm not usually a betting man, but I would bet on myself. So anyways, where are my people? Where are my druids?
Gazrick has been taking tips from Selise in terms of problem negotiations. Yeah.
There is also an obvious, in the moment that you do the nail thing, there is certainly fear. There's also like recognition and realization with that magic.
So I like saying my druids. Where are my druids for that reason?
Yeah. This is a power move. I don't know how the Archdruid would feel about it. It was a power move.
They don't even know. They don't ever, no one mentioned this. No one ever said this.
I think an intimidation check, and I think you can have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Thank goodness. 5 on the first one.
Okay, well.
It's a 9 on the second one.
A
consistent.
9 on the second.
Hey,
the voice cracked at the last moment when I said
exactly
it.
right.
165 still happens. What can I do? I don't know what to tell you.
With it, like, they're very clearly aware that you, like, they were really concerned, but yeah, that slight like wavering of, you're not really somebody who does the threatening, they don't, nothing escapes, but like their eyes kind of flicked back toward the door for a moment, but they're just like, they're not saying it. They're like, they know you could hurt them, but they're like not quite buying the threat.
I just step up next to Gazrick with my sword out, like, you want a hand? What?
So many like really trying, no intimidate. Sleep steps into frame.
I did not even think of it. Oh my god!
I love that. That's so good.
That's great.
I hate it here.
I love it so much. Selise, you can do an intimidation. I'm not going to give you advantage because Gazrick's attempt was so unsuccessful. So that will cancel the advantage that you had, but I also know that you are better at it. So
I was as a blood hunter. Let's see what happens now.
Oh, right. All right, let's see.
Oh, this dice likes me.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
that is a dirty 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, seeing that there are 4 of you, you know, for what it's worth, Gazrick may not have frightened this person, but recognizing that he is a part of the Druids was a thing. The sword and the perhaps unintentional hand threat was certainly a lot. And also Shaka, you know, holding on to his possessions and his rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh yeah.
I
mentioned by the way, this dude's about to replace you. Like,
yep.
You could literally disappear in a moment.
That's right.
Yeah. All of that. He's like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
And so tied up, you just see his fingers sort of go again.
Same direction. His eyes like flickered. Like it's back toward. It's back toward the way you came in. Unfortunately, eyes and a finger can't really do. Yeah, like okay, there's now miming. He is now attempting to mime directions, but he is tied up and using a single finger, and it's not really working. It does appear that he is directing you back out of the room and maybe a certain path, but the majority feeling is that it's that they're here but not in here.
Yeah. Let's just. I mean, I don't feel like we can get anything else out of this. Let's just let me go into the cave, down in the cave, impersonating this person.
We'll follow you. We're still, I've got a little time left.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. So maybe, yeah. Let's just go down, but I'll go in front and like, y'all could be like a little bit like behind me. How about
we got
that?
your back,
What
man.
are you going to do, Shaka?
I'm gonna see how far it goes as acting like one of these people. This is really hard for me, y'all. Like this is I had to live this. But to get to the end of this, I'm willing to put myself in this position. But like I think we could potentially avoid some nasty battles if I can get some information this way.
Sure. I want to use Druidcraft while Shaka's talking to just like grow a vine to like kind of put in the mouth of the Xanathar around the bed, just like to tie it back, laying down. And I want to turn to Shaka and I was like, thank you. It feels like this is, and look to everyone else like, we came here searching for an evil that has now affected a place I never thought I would come back to. And unfortunately, it's made me a bit protective of something I did not think I would care about. You don't need to put yourself in harm's way if it's not what you want, but I also don't want to deny you your agency for vengeance.
Yeah, I think this is something I need to do. Obviously, y'all will still be here. I'm not going in alone. But I just feel like this is something I need to do to attempt to close this chapter.
I get that. Oh, okay. Just, down the path towards where everyone else is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I basically want to leave this room, and I want to go down the main cave entrance. Like that was to the right, the original pathway.
And you actually can somehow, even though there was a lot of gesturing and pointing at eyes, you basically you go out and you hang a left. That was the gist of all of that was
go make a left and keep going. Good, great.
Yeah. And I think let's see the paths. You are still quite pass without a trace-esque. So
Gazrick, are you going, sorry, real quick, Gazrick, are you going with Shaka? Because if not, Shaka will not be passed without trace after 30 feet, which is fine, because he's disguised. I just want to make sure that we are clear on that.
For sure. I'm definitely, right now, at least as much as I can, be 30 feet behind them. Yeah. Until we see,
Yeah, I thought I was going ahead, but everyone else was still.
Oh, I see.
So
behind,
they're
which what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that makes sense.
If that's what you guys, if that's what
Okay.
y'all want to do,
Okay.
like do y'all want to do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Do you want me to still have my flame back up? Because I mean, honestly, it's just for me. I think everyone else can see in the dark, but me, because I'm human.
You and Dahani are.
Dahani can.
Yeah, Dahani. You and Dahani
Oh.
are. Yeah. So
I thought Dahani could for some reason.
Yeah, Eric Coker can't see in the dark, which is
that is weird, actually.
You can
Right.
fly.
Yeah.
homophobic.
Wow.
There you go.
But apparently not hunt at night. I mean,
Not all birds are night hunters, you know?
If he was an owl, Eric Okra.
Right.
Oh,
no,
Owl
Croco.
Coker.
Got
I
it.
like
Okay,
this.
yeah.
Owl
Owl
Coker.
Coker.
That's-
Okay, yeah.
New class.
Retired during the
Speaking-
day.
if only there was a book coming out soon that featured an owl subclass.
Strixhaven.
Oh, no, what's that about? Oh.
Sticky owls popping off.
There it is. We are product placement,
smooth
y'all. We
today.
play a good
Telling
game of
ya.
D&D and we place a good product.
Like, I'm telling
Anyway.
you, IKEA, get to us. We got it.
All right, I love it. So Shaka, you are going on ahead. What did we decide? So you keep in the light, Selise?
Yep.
Okay. But you're a little further back now, so it won't necessarily, like, it'll be for you and Dahani to see, but Shaka will be well enough ahead of you that he won't be in the light. That makes sense.
Right.
Great. Where am I at?
Yep.
So you all walk on down this frozen stream. Let's have another, now that you're in here, it's you can hear the weather outside. You can hear above you all manner of sounds, wind passing above the sort of top of the mountain and all of these things. But in here, with all of this ice and stone and cold, the acoustics are pretty loud. So let's see one more time. Everybody, dexterity stealth, please. Still pass without trace at a +10 additional to whatever your bonus is.
Thank goodness. Okay, 27. Oh, natural 17 on the die.
Nice.
Wow.
A couple
30.
of 30s.
Did you roll
30.
the 30? Wow.
Love it.
Guys.
I think you might be muted.
Are you muted?
I am, because I was coughing.
Oh.
That is 19.
Okay, with the plunton.
With the plus?
Yes.
Hey, everybody does it once.
I just,
Fine.
you know.
Nice.
I
No, I know.
check
It's my
sorry.
favorite thing to ask when someone casts pass without trace.
Wait,
A
what's the one?
15, knowing full well they did. Did you add the +10?
That's the mean thing when I'm a
Never
DM.
been
I'll be like, yeah,
graceful.
they did a 37 to hit. Does that?
Right, exactly right.
Does that?
Does that hit
Yeah.
you?
I hate it.
It's all about psychology.
Yeah.
Great. So you all are being quite quiet down this this frozen stream passageway. No, I think we'll save that for later. And it twists and turns and goes deeper into the mountain for a while. And there's a whole chunk of section where there just sort of isn't anything. It doesn't look like. The ceilings are, maybe 12 feet above, and it's just rough corridor going all the way further back into the area. Eventually, however, as you're walking down, Shaka, you would be the first to sort of turn a corner and notice that on the stone wall to your right, a little ways ahead, there is a stone door sort of worked into this wall. It matches pretty well, but it's also obviously not meant to be concealed necessarily. It just looks like it was carved out of the same stone as the wall, maybe by magic or maybe just with a very talented stone
Dragon craft. It's dragon crafting
Gotta
again.
stop
This is dragon. This is fine
Okay.
dragon work.
So this is significantly different from the other door, from the door to the
Yes.
cots.
Yes, this looks like it is part, this is a dragon lair. This looks like it's part of the dragon lair, whereas the other thing was obviously some storage space that they tossed the sail on.
Yeah, this is like a janitor closet.
Exactly right.
And this door is the only path. Like there's no other. It just it just funnels into this.
The corridor
door.
continues down a little ways, and I
Ooh.
think you would notice by now. Let me see if this is true. Yeah, I think from here you would notice that like it goes on another well, at least 60 feet, right? For your, or do you have Devil's Sight? Do you have 120 foot dark vision?
I should have 60, I believe.
Okay, 60. So yeah, you can see 60 feet. It goes further than that, but you can see sort of at the edge of your dark vision, it looks like the ceiling of the corridor raises or opens up or something further down. But you don't see any other doors or passageways, branching off or anything like that. At least not where you are right now.
All right. Well, if it's I'm assuming if this door is the way you described it, there's no like handle or it's like a mat. It's a like there's no way to open it even if I wanted to. So I'm gonna point it out to the party, but I want to continue down the path.
Okay. Why don't you all make? Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
We're gonna do the same thing because we always
we're gonna do the
do.
same thing. That's right. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
No, I
Don't
would say
kill
as
us.
Well,
You guys are like, wait.
right. So you got Shaka ahead enough, essentially, just to make sure he's within the vestiges of the spell that Gazrick cast. As the rest of you pull up and Shaka's moving ahead, I would ask. Let's see here. Sorry, what do you say here? Perception for
yes,
just a perception check.
We were about to do the same thing.
Sorry, I'm just
no.
It's been 2 weeks.
I know.
It's a cool 7. It's cool 7.
A cool 7.
Is it a cool
like, this is very pretty, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow. Look
Dang,
at this dragon work. Oh my goodness.
Look.
All right, I see the
Shimmering.
Looks like Tahani got a 23.
That's 23.
All right.
And
Shaka with another 7.
Another 7.
What are we rolling? I'm so sorry.
Perception.
That's okay.
Perception.
That's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like too busy trying to walk like one of these Zanlock that I've seen before.
It's a palpable discomfort you have, like even trying to get back into it. You're like,
I'm trying to get my gait. Yeah, I'm trying to get my gait right.
That's right.
Oh
That's
my
right.
god, 15.
Well then, yeah, since especially, and this is, like with dark vision, those with dark vision probably just did not pick this particular detail out, but now Dahani and with Selise's fire that she's conjured, you notice that next to that workstone door, there is sort of like a stone lectern kind of thing that appears right next to it, and it appears to have a control mechanism. It's like, okay, it's right. It's not right there, because obviously walking past you didn't quite notice it. But yeah, now that's illuminated, you can actually see where this differs from the stone door in the wall.
Does it have any writing on it or anything? Like on, off, open, close?
If it says full,
Would
if it
that
says-
danger? Would that
Just
it
be
did?
friend and enter.
Would that it did?
if
Do not
it,
speak.
if it says fuss for a da, I'm leaving.
It's like an employee only entrance.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I can't with y'all.
You knew what you were getting when you
There
said
is
yes.
Alarm will sound.
There,
Crash bar. It's fine.
there is no words. There are no
Are you
words.
good?
There is
You
no
good?
writing. There is no up and down. There is no on and off. There is no open and
There you
close.
go. There you
Although
go.
if you try to push it, I would try pulling first.
Oh
But no, there's no discernible writing or instructions on it. But it is, it's set near the door, so it seems to maybe correlate to the door because it's right here. And again, the door is clearly not natural.
Right. Okay. Oh goodness. Verb curiosity.
Do we I mean, we watched and Shaka's still moving. Like,
Shaka's,
you want to talk on that?
Yeah, because like I didn't really perceive anything,
Right?
So I'm kind of continuing to.
There's
walk.
a pillar, a tiny pillar, not a big pillar, a tiny pillar. Do we want to investigate the pillar, or do we want to keep? Shaka's still going.
Yeah,
Shaka, hold on, man.
I could have left us.
I stop with my staff. I slowly turn around and
Step
by step.
Yeah, every little step I take, and I start.
Wow.
He's Bobby Brown back there. He's like, all right, let's go.
Dahani is just like Will Smith posing with both arms and wings at this thing. Like, what we gonna do? I mean, it could be important, but also, Shaka, you seemed your prerogative was to continue moving forward.
Oh wow. True. So I walk back up toward y'all, and I guess I mean, can like you describe what's here again? It's like a door, but it's also some kind of mechanism. You said some sort of
it's like a large, and this it's a large stone door, and it does not appear, it's stone and everything around you is stone, but this doesn't appear like it's the same, it's not like all of a sudden a rock is there. It's definitely a door, and next to it, just next to it it's sort of like a stone kind of like lectern podium type deal, and it ends at the top with, just again, it's like a stone lectern with like a stone a stone control mechanism on top.
Okay,
it's just kind of set in there next to the
so I say, did anybody try to touch the podium
No
thingy?
No,
not yet. I mean,
like I just noticed it, and then I called you back, and now here we are.
I will say, now that you all have had it pointed out, and Selise has her fire that is like casting shadows, the lectern is in fact incredibly obvious, right? It is the same stone as the wall. So if you were really just sort of moving by, you could see how you would miss it. But with any sort of light, with any sort of attention, like it's this lectern is not hidden.
Cool. We're already this far. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just.
This was on the path. Maybe this was the secret room. It
doesn't look that secret.
Does not.
I am going to touch the lectern and see if it moves at all.
It explodes.
Does not explode.
Wait, what happened?
I'm
sorry.
On that day. Let me tell you.
So are you just? Are you touching? Are you attempting to manipulate whatever?
Yeah, I want to see if it's like a lever, because that's kind of the sense I get, that it might be some sort of lever. So I'm going to try to, like manipulate it and see if it moves to open this door.
Then you reach, and it's weird. It's sort of like a rock inside of the thing, and as you touch it, you notice that it will move. It does appear to kind of be whatever, not a hinge, but a pivot, maybe. So it can move. It is.
I love
it's
that.
certainly
Very
able
engineering
to be
specific terminology. I love
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah, like a piston. I don't know. Flange. Let's say flange. I don't know.
There you go. Shaka, since you're right up close to it now and actually interacting with it, will you make another either investigation or perception?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say con save. I was like,
I almost did just for funsies, but no.
We're not taking fingers. Okay, sorry. No.
Okay,
no.
Wrong
I got a nat 20.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
You see, right next to where this, what did we just, flange? Is that what we went with?
Sure.
There is the faintest little carving of like a palm of a hand.
Ooh. I'm putting my hand on it.
It's very small. It's only about this big.
Oh, so it's like not
no, not like something that you would want. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little symbol, a little logo.
And I put my hand on.
No. Let me try. Yeah.
This puzzle was designed specifically for Dahani.
For small-handed people.
That's right.
Yeah, I just pointed out to everybody, like, there's a hand there, but it looks incredibly small.
Well, if only we had a kobold with us.
Yeah.
Somewhere that duo is like, I feel my calling.
Tiny hands.
It looks like it looks like a humanoid hand, just small.
Yeah, like it looks like the digits of a humanoid hand.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Shaka, check your pockets. I mean, your new pockets.
Yeah. Because I do have this over my existing stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I checked through it. I don't know if I have to roll to see if I find
you can
tiny
dig
hand
through your and there's a little slip of paper that says, in case you forget how to do that. No, there isn't.
That would have been good. That's like exactly what like a video game does. It's like, don't forget the password 0523.
That one cultist who always gets the password wrong.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Dude, I had to remind Greg the password again this morning.
Greg.
No.
Oh God.
It's like a Mass Effect like a message or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like a Deus Ex email.
Very good. We did not pull that trope lever, so there isn't anything particularly useful in the pockets of this row.
All right. Well, is there anything next to the hand? Any symbols, or just by itself?
Nope, just by itself.
I still put my tiny little hand in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do, I mean, it's like it kind of fits in there, but nothing really happens.
Can I investigate?
Sure.
Investigate something we can't figure out. Imagine that.
I mean,
all right. 26, 18 plus 8.
Nice. Good job.
Well,
there is. Yeah. There is. What is the hint I want to give you? I know what it is. Gazrick, you look at this thing and you look at the door and you notice that obviously this door like opens and closes a lot. You can see where like it's sort of the edges, like the door jamb is like worn smooth. You think that you can identify that the door slides up. In fact, when it's activated, it just sort of, this portal like lifts up into whatever is beyond. But what you don't see are the same kind of like erosion marks on this little phalange thing, this mechanism. It looks like the thing definitely moves around, but it doesn't look like people actually touch it ever.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe there's like a key or something, but this is definitely a door. There's something on the other side of here. It moves. Yeah, I relate everything vertical rising. But yeah, so you can't push or pull it. But
Shaka, do you have any fun little warlock thingies that you can do to this thingy?
I actually want to look on the rod, on the bottom of the rod, on the top of it, and see if there's anything that looks like a something that would fit in that hand section.
Oh. You all have all of these great ideas for how to solve this puzzle that we didn't think of. So no.
Okay.
That's the way.
Is
I
it,
mean, look, you come up with 3 more good ideas, and we're just gonna have to take one of them. But
all right, is it possible? And I don't know if you could do this, but like I've figured out. Is it possible to like scale a mage hand? So cast a mage hand, but like a tiny one. Like a tiny little cute mage hand that would fit in there.
Oh, it's a spectral. I mean, there's a spectral thing you cast at a place. I never actually saw anything that specified the size. Do we always just think of a mage hand as this massive hand?
Yeah. Maybe Shaka's mage hand is tiny.
Yeah, I just think of it as just like a hand from like, from like a movie, horror movie. But yeah, I want to cast a super cute mage hand.
Yeah.
That maybe has a mouth on it, like the Hamburger Helper, thing. And
this is going bad places fast.
And try to fit it in there. This is like a lot of product placement this episode.
I hate to ask.
I know, right?
I feel like was Glover a thing? Was that like a video game?
Oh
thing?
yeah, that was
Glover-
a great game.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry. That
Thing.
something sparked that. I was like, I gotta make sure that's real.
And you so
Yeah.
oh wow. So you're casting this cute tiny mage hand. And what are you directing it to do?
Over the hand symbol.
Okay.
Like I want to like orient it and try to cast it the best I can so that it fits the dimensions exactly of the hand.
So you do, and you focus and you summon this mage hand. I'm choosing that you did not do it with a mouth because I'm not doing a mage hand voice. And it does fit right within the confines of that. I mean, of that rough humanoid hand drawing you see, and it glows a little bit, and that's it. And I forget if mage hand is visible to everyone or if it's just you, or is it invisible at all?
I think it's visible. Is it invisible?
But you make it visible. Look, it's
I always think of it as like a ghastly green, like
I do too. And every time I read the spell, it's like an invisible name, and I'm like, no, it's a
it's like
spectral
pink and
hand.
cute.
Screw that.
So yeah, you do notice.
Yeah.
You did. What did you roll? Hold on. You rolled good. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Real good.
As you're focusing on the mage hand, and as you're actually settling it in, it's almost like it fights a little bit away from the control mechanism to get into. So it's like it slid into it did exactly what you told it to do and what you focus on it doing, but it had a little bit of like resistance because it seemed like it was sort of into the thing.
Like magnets when you put their same ends together.
How do they work?
Let me try something. I'm gonna go up and I want to cast Gust at the hand. I create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and weighs no more than 5 pounds. So I'm like, if there's like a pressure, like maybe it's this magic. So same thing, like it's not as strong. It's basically mage hand, but I push and I have zero control other than that.
Okay, yeah, it's weird what happens because you focus this energy at it and it swirls. And why this works, it shouldn't, because magic just don't work like that. But again, magic, how do it work? The mage hand wavers from where it is in the little position and actually then fully, like, it moves over to on top of the mechanism.
Ooh.
So Shaka, you know, even though you told it to do a thing, it's been like yoinked over by the additional magic.
Okay.
And the door itself, nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. So
Okay.
have we like touched the door at all? Like, I just want to touch the door. Like, I feel like we haven't done that. Like, I just want to go and touch the just put my hands on the door.
All right, let me double check that I've got a healing ready for that.
Yeah. Just scrolling my spells.
I just want to put my because like maybe this hand sign is a symbol that we just need to like. No. Yeah, like it might. I'm thinking it might be like the door to get into the Frostfell, where we kind of went through that that magical passageway with the Remorazes. So I want to put both my hands on the door.
All right.
And see if anything happens. Probably not.
And did you bring another character sheet? I just want
Oh yeah.
I
thought I was bad asking for con saves.
No, you do, and like you might by putting your hand on any of these cave walls, you do feel you feel like the rumbling from the blizzard outside. You feel a bit of vibration from like the water that is moving in the frozen stream, but it's a door.
Okay.
What did you are you holding your mage hand there still? Are you keeping it where it was?
So the mage hand is on the mechanism, right? So I want to keep it on the mechanism.
It hasn't moved the mechanism, but it's sitting on top.
It's just sitting on the mechanism
now.
So as I'm putting my hands on the door, I'd like to instruct it to move the mechanism.
Yeah.
As I'm touching the door.
Sure. And yeah, again, nothing happens to you. You're just at the door, thankfully.
You're okay.
But yeah, as you basically instruct it to fiddle with the mechanism, because now I've forgotten how this mechanism actually works. The door very slowly and quietly, almost weirdly too quietly, slides upwards. Just very slowly starts sliding upwards. And oh God, you're gonna reach the top of your frame before I got what I was gonna say.
Goes back down a little bit.
Goes back.
Run,
let's see
everyone.
Here.
The Naked Gun movie with three knees as they're climbing up.
Yes.
Selise, can you roll me an Arcana check with advantage?
Nice. Let's see.
You're muted, I think.
I was unmuted and then I hit.
Oh no!
Oh no! Streamer curse.
I are smart, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that I'm?
Arcana with advantage, please.
Oh, good. Arcana with advantage. That is a 22.
Okay. As this is slowly opening, you suddenly flash back to that moment when those when those ice things who now I've forgotten the name for, what do we call them?
The Myrmidons?
The Myrmidons. You suddenly flash back to, and you feel when they tried to get that icy rope near you and you felt it just slightly dulling your magic, you feel and feel that exact same thing from not behind, not in front of, not underneath, but like in the room beyond. So what you're able to see, you actually are like, something in there is dulling magic. And the door is continuing to slowly open.
Is Shaka still in front of the door?
Yeah.
Shaka, when the door started sliding open in your hands,
I grabbed Shaka and pull him back.
No!
No! I'm opening it. Like I'm imagining I'm like pushing.
No,
Oh,
that's the door.
LaTia.
Behind the door is the bad place.
And the door is the bad place.
What do you mean the bad place?
I thought we were in the good place. Sorry.
We've been lying to you the whole time.
Remember
Spoilers,
when they tried to I'm so not get. I don't get that reference.
Sorry.
Okay. So I just, as I'm trying to pull Shaka away, I don't know if I'm successful. You remember when they tried to capture us and how you felt when they tried to like put the rope around all of us?
See, it was just you. That's the thing, is it was just
you were the only one that got roped. Yeah.
I thought the others were around. It was just me that got roped.
They were, but they only came near you because you were the druid for that bait.
Then I very quickly explained that is going to suppress our magic. Any of us who have magic. It's not good if we go in there, or we need shields.
If it's, then what if there are people in there whose magic is being, what if the druids are in there?
Exactly.
Oh, you're right.
Well, this
then
is
I let Shaka go.
It's perfect timing, because even as Selise pulls Shaka back away from the door, even though Shaka has lost physical contact with the door, it continues to so slowly and so quietly raise up.
Right.
And Dahani, as you say, this might be suppressing magic of someone in there, like the druids, you see a couple of faces that were obviously pressed off to one side, sort of out of view of the opening door, poke into view to see what's going on. And they are, in fact, dressed as druids of the Lednic Caldera.
Okay.
Did it.
You did it.
I waved them and like, out, come out.
Come on. We got to, we're here to get you out.
We don't have time to talk. Let's go.
No talk, just rescue.
Oh, no talk, only rescue.
I love it. Two things happen sort of in rapid succession. One of them is that a very stately gnome woman steps forward and sort of takes you all in and pauses a second on you, Gazrick, and this sort of relieved smile crosses her face. But before she can speak, Fenris sort of does a little pointer moment, sniffs the air, lets out a little and goes running into this chamber.
No.
Fenris?
Oh.
There's steak in there?
I follow him.
Yeah, Dahani, you go in and you see that there are a lot of druids here. They were all sort of hiding as the door opened, but there are several of them all over the place. And Fenris has beelined for one in particular. And this one in particular druid looks a little like the cameo painting that you found back at the Caldera.
Yeah, it's Orla.
I see Tahani reach Orla, and I bow to who I imagine is the Archdruid before going, are you okay to travel? Are you okay to get you and the other druids back home?
She thinks for a moment and steps out just like a single step beyond the threshold of this room, and you can see like immediately she also like produces flame and conjures a little flame. And she closes her fist and snuffs it out, and she sort of steps back into the room. And she nods and she says, yes, I am, but we cannot leave.
Why?
Why?
There is much more going on here than a few kidnapped druids. And we cannot leave without addressing it. The safety of the Lednic Caldera lies in the balance.
Oh, crap. This is not what I signed up for. Okay. My job was to get Hirothok to basically say, oh, Gazrick, you're so great, by getting all the druids back. That I was running on spite and stature this entire time. And now it's more than that. Great.
She shakes her head at that and says, you know, Gazrick, that you don't need to prove anything to Hirothok or any of us. We know about you and your friends. You have made a name for yourself since you left. You are a great adventurer, and we all know that.
Oh. Okay, then. If I guess this is an adventure that we've been on, and no one is dead yet, so I guess we do a good job. Wow. Okay then. Speaking of adventure and the fact that the Caldera lies in the balance, why do you stay? You're free. You could leave at any moment. I could get you to safety.
She says, well, now that you have opened the door, we can leave. The room kept us from using our magic, wild shaping to smaller forms and escaping. But yes, we can escape now. The trouble is, and she sort of looks up. The trouble is that
I follow.
The dragon.
I'm expecting it to be like on the ceiling, like
just like
oh my god. Oh my god.
Ceiling. It's like,
Right.
Oh jeez.
She says, we have not been able to do anything since we were captured. Any time that we are taken out of the room, we are tied with the strange ropes that dampen our magic. We can perform small basic feats, but not much beyond that.
Are they subduing the dragon? Are they supplementing its power? Are they?
She almost laughs. She almost laughs and she says, no, this is not a dragon that could be manipulated or subdued. This dragon is ancient, beyond ancient. It knows things about the universe that I cannot even begin to imagine, much less comprehend.
So
we
what are
were
they
brought here. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so I was going to ask, so what are they doing to the dragon?
There are people that are here assisting the dragon. I believe they have another master, but they have been here serving the dragon for some time. They are the ones who kidnapped us, who got Orla to begin with from the caldera and brought the rest of us. I have really only just arrived.
Right.
I have learned what I could from my siblings, but they want us to. It is quite the opposite. They have brought us here to make use of our power, show gestures to this fairly large group of druids, to make use of us, to serve whatever the dragon's designs are. Others may know more.
So the dragon is using them, and in turn they captured you.
Yes.
Maybe
we don't know. Yeah. We don't think they have always worked for the dragon. We have seen symbols and sometimes we hear them speaking, and it isn't natural. There is someone else, but we don't know who.
Well, should we all, I don't know if everyone here feels like in fighting shape, but should we all continue down the path and try to end this threat? Or should we send some people back and only your strongest people can come with us?
The caldera should know that some folks are safe.
Yes, I agree. And not all of us are in any sort of shape, even without having used our magical reservoirs. Some have been here a long time. They feed us just enough to keep our strength up, to perform whatever ritual, whatever magic it is they want us to do, but not much more. Most of us would not be much use in a fight.
Okay. Well, I gesture to the team and say, I think we should send them back, but I think we should continue down here and save the caldera.
She says, Gazrick, you left long ago, and your friends are obviously also great and kind and generous adventurers. You know how it is. I feel I cannot ask, and yet I must ask that you help us. If these people and this worm are allowed to continue, I don't know what their plans are, but I don't imagine it will ultimately be good for the caldera, for this circle, for our people.
Eventually, if they're working with who we suspect they're working for, things are going to get a lot farther than the caldera.
Their reach already got to us. Who knows how far it will extend.
Let's go punch a dragon in the nose.
I mean, when you say it like that, yeah.
Wow. I can speak to animals. Maybe I could just talk to the dragon and then we'll
Just cast another tiny mage hand and just boop it.
Just poke it in the eye, just perfectly.
And the
Well,
nose.
you all know that I am not the best at diplomacy, so you all can handle the diplomacy. And then if that doesn't work, I will punch the dragon in the nose.
Very funny.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at diplomacy. I can just talk to animals.
For what it's worth, you are sure that this dragon probably can speak of its own accord.
Speaking of which, what do you think is going on with Kent and Virgil? They're usually the diplomatic ones.
They are?
Well,
I mean that
Kent
con,
kind of.
I mean that con. I mean that con is still going on.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God, Rivals
yeah,
Con is still happening.
At this point, Fenris sort of, has very excitedly found his quarry and sort of like is like has grabbed the hem of Orla's druid robe and is sort of pulling her over to you all. Orla can having been the first one to be kidnapped, can give you all a little more information about what's going on, which is basically, to say that what the Archdruid has already told you is true. They don't go out much. When they do, they're almost always roped so that their magic is dampened, and they are taken up above to where the dragon's sort of quarters, where it's receiving room, and they are, I want to make sure I'm not saying too much. I don't think I am. You stop me if I say something I'm not supposed to.
No, it's whatever. Orla, still wondering why a direwolf puppy is dragging her to a bunch of strangers.
Sure.
After seeing the Archdruid speaking to you, relays that their magics are being kept and used and harnessed to cast great magics to cross dimensional and planar boundaries. That is why they are being. That is why the dragon has been collecting them and using them.
But it requires the dragon wants more than a simple planar crossing. It wants something much more powerful, much more. They don't really know exactly why, but they bring groups of them, ever larger groups of these druids, to sort of circle and ritually perform this magic. And so far, whatever they're hoping for hasn't happened, whether it's because they don't have enough druids or they're not doing it right or something is out of alignment. It hasn't worked yet.
All right. Well, this is awkward.
What else is new? In insurmountable evil trying to get away with what they shouldn't be. Just another day for the rivals, huh?
Yeah, right.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So is the plan to send the druids away?
I think Orla in particular,
for sure.
Yeah, we definitely want to send her to hear her talk. Yeah.
Well, anybody who wants to leave, because we're not going to force anybody to.
Yeah.
Sure. I think most of them probably are ready to go. But the Archdruid is of course the last to head out, and she does offer to stay with you. But she also offers, either in addition or instead, she does offer to give you all the blessings of the Arctic, and she can, provide what she can in that way. She was the most recently captured, so she's sort of and she's the most powerful. She's in the best shape, which isn't to say she's in great shape, but she's in the best shape of any of them. And so she offers that to you all as the rest of the druids begin to, sort of file out. And as you all think on what you would like to ask of the Archdruid, I look at the clock and see that we should end it there.
No, that is true. So as you are sending druids away, and the Archdruid is offering blessings again, it's almost as though the druids leaving has caused something, and you just hear a massive shift and rumble from above, and that's where we'll end it.
Don't like it.
Yes,
I've been practicing. I've been practicing. Yeah.
Rumble.
Very good.
Rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom.
All right, y'all. There is going to be some tea time with dragons next Friday night at PAX Unplugged. What can I say?
What
Wow.
better way to have a live show?
With tea time.
With tea time.
You got to bring tea now.
You have to bring. Everybody has to bring dragon tea. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's go around and let everyone know who you are and where they can find you for the next 4 days, because on the 5th day, we will be in Philadelphia doing our finale at 8 p.m. in the main theater of PAX Unplugged. It will also be streamed, so if you're not going to be at PAX, you will still be able to watch, but we are very excited to play with some of you all in attendance. Let's go around. Did we reverse it for the outros? Is that how we do this?
We reverse it. So starting with Tanya.
Oh, hi. I'm Tanya. I played Astorio. I've actually got a really busy week before we go to PAX.
Yeah.
Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be playing Santa Claus with Tiltify again. So if you are doing any fundraising using Tiltify, put in the hashtag Claus My Cause in your title. And if not me, but someone else could swing by and, maybe make your fundraising a little merrier and bright. Tuesday, I am doing charity streaming with Logitech G. We're playing Uno again, so hopefully we all like each other by the time we're done, including Blind Gamer Steve Saylor, oh my God, Giselle, Sabai Guy, and I forgot the other person because I don't know. I've never followed them, so I don't know who they are. But there's going to be a bunch of us playing Uno. Hopefully we all like each other by the time we're done, but we are raising money. And Wednesday, I can't say exactly what yet, but it involves Halo and launch day and Xbox. So follow Twitter and when I can actually give exact details. But Master Chief returns on Wednesday, and I'll be helping with that. So, and then Thursday, I'm doing something with the French embassy, and then I'm getting on a plane to go to Philly. So I'm making up for the week of vacation in 3 days.
That was already an eventful vacation for you. Yeah.
No, the vacation was all fun, but it is all work and more work, very little play going into this week. So yeah, follow me on the Twitters, find out what I'm vague booking about the Halo thing, and also check on Twitter, but be nice. I shared some photos from my trip, got to see B. Dave Walters, who we get to hang out with on occasion, and I'm doing all the things basically until I get on a plane Thursday. So see you in Philly.
Awesome. Wow, that's a lot. Masood.
Hey guys, it's me, Masood. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maroodboy, MAHRUDEBOI. This week, you've got me here. I'm streaming. The rest of the week, I got other stuff that I just can't. Well, you'll hear about it later. But I will be in Philly for PAX U, and I'm excited. This is my first con. I've never been to one. It's a different vibe than I'm expecting. I'm looking forward to it. So if you are going to be there and you want to hang out, hit me up. We'll go walk around the bazaar. We'll go see what's kicking over there, and then some panels. Here, there's going to be a lot of great folks doing a lot of good ones. And if you're also free, come watch us. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. Yeah.
Please.
But that's me. I'll see you guys in person in a few days.
That's
good to say.
LaTia.
Hello, it's me. I am everywhere at LaTia Jacquise, except for where I am not. And I have nothing going on this week until I hop on a plane and go to PAX. So I'm on several panels, which I will give more details about this week. And then, of course, it's all of us in person rolling dice for the first time ever.
So
in person.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy.
So excited.
The rest of this week is me picking out my final Woosh hat. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
yes. Take it away.
Shareef.
Hey everybody. You can find all my stuff at ShareefJackson.com. ShareEF Jackson.com or Shareef Jackson on all social networks. I updated my site, so now it has links to the Meiji Ascension campaign I'm doing. Bonds Beyond Time, which has been super fun, to the archives of the Kids on Bike show, Trouble in Techburg, that just finished up season 2 a few months ago. So you could check out those archives, and the Trials of Mount Tiamat stuff that I mentioned as well, which was a pretty epic campaign where I went into death saves twice. pretty fun. Other than that, I mean, Philly's a very special city to me. I lived there for 8 years, and it's just a cool city. So I'm glad that people are getting to experience it. I'm just looking forward to to like seeing folks and having a good time. So.
And you won't be on companion quest duty, correct?
Yeah.
Will you be bringing the NPC with you? Is the extended question.
No.
Okay.
No. The NPC that does not have a fully baked immune system.
That's fair. That makes a lot of sense now that I think it out. Yeah, that sounds right.
Excellent.
Nah.
You can just take a picture of me and then Photoshop. I'm gonna do it like this and then Photoshop.
No.
We are definitely not doing that. And I'm going to stop this now and roll it back over to Eugenio. Please say something.
Hi, everybody.
Anything.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. You can find me on Twitter and here on Twitch at DM Jazzy Hands. I will see you all on Friday. I'm so excited. Brian and I have been planning little bits and pieces of this live finale for, almost since the very beginning of the season. And I am so excited about it. Where can you find me before then? Tomorrow, you can't leave me alone. I've got things to do. But Tuesday, I will be streaming on my channel, just hanging out from 2 to 6. We'll probably play some Pokemon Snap. Art the shit out of some butt pics, as we say. What does that mean? Come find out. And then Wednesday will be episode 3 of Fimbulwinter on the Cobalt Press channel. A really fun mashup of some Cobalt Press people, some folks from my D&D podcast, The Last Refuge, and a new virtual tabletop called One More Multiverse. We're doing a little Midgard-based mini campaign, so you can come check us out on Wednesday night. And then Thursday I go Philly. On Friday we run the show. Brian, take it away.
Yikes! Wow. Well, oddly, it's a very clean, open week for me because Friday is PAX, and Tuesday I do have my stream, twitch.tv/Urban Bohemian, and I thought about playing a game, but I don't know. Ahead of PAX, I've been sort of letting down on the DM diaries on my blog, so I may actually do like a non-rivals spoilery DM chat Q&A kind of thing. That might be fun. Also, to help me keep my packing, because I got to put my list of packing stuff. I have not made my list. I have not done laundry. I am freaking out. Other than that, no, it's a really easygoing week. I'm going to be at PAX next weekend, so no streams next weekend. The only other thing is, right at the top of the show, LaTia reminded me that her whoosh beanie is a Critical Role beanie, and recently I worked with Amazon Prime and Phenology to help create a mocktail for Critical Role in advance in anticipation of The Legend of Vox Machina coming early 2022. I got to work with Critical Role. I got to make a drink. 2021 is a win. Nice. The only thing that makes 2021 better is that I will be rolling dice with these folks in person on Friday. So that's at the top.
I gotta travel.
Everything else is below that, but yeah. That's it for me. What are we doing now? Who are we rating? What's happening?
Who are we? We're rating Technique?
Yes, but before I forget, the reason we weren't here last week is Eugenio and I were in San Diego playing Motherlands. And it's actually on my Twitch and YouTube if you want to see our 3-hour show and a whole lot of shenanigans and unexpected flirting and Marquia being kind of a murder bot.
Yes.
So it's there. Go enjoy it. We survived somehow. I don't know how. But we did it. And shout out to Eugenio for being an amazing DM and rolling with punches. Yes.
It was
and
fun.
I got to hang out with Eugenio, so win.
Yeah.
All right,
check that out.
Yeah. Somewhat, if a mod can find a link before we raid. I was gonna say we're raiding Technique. He's doing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 now that Endwalker Early Access is happening. Yeah. He may be talking while waiting in a queue. I don't know. But Technique also does D&D. Table Story. He's on Table Story. I couldn't remember the name of the show. Yeah. So we're going to go do that. See you in 4 days in Philly. Have a good night or afternoon or whatever.
Bye, everyone.
Good time zone. Goodbye. We love you. Bye.